In this last video, we're going to talk about the horizontal geometry modify tools. I'm going to go ahead and zoom into the area of our screen where we got our modify section. And the modify tools are in the horizontal geometry task, and we're going to under the civil tools, and it's the bottom row of tools here. And the first one is start station, add stationing equation. Now in this one, since we have a MODOT baseline proposed, you need to make sure that the GPK is available to take the change. And so again, I'm going to hit F4 to get on my previous tool. I'm going to right click and hold. I'm just going to check my user preferences. And again, I'm going to make sure my COGO preferences is pointing to the location I want. When it's blank, it's going to use the active directory of the open file that you have. And so that's fine for me. I know I have a GPK there. And what we're going to do is we're going to apply a stationing, a start stationing to this chain. Now when you store a civil element, it automatically takes on a beginning station of 0, but you can still apply a start station to that horizontal linear element. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on the icon, and it's going to ask, okay, locate element. So I'm going to locate that alignment. Now one thing else, I'm going to hit F4 to come back out of this. My scale that I have set here is different than the scale that this was placed at. I believe this was placed at a 50 scale, and so when I apply the 100 scale, it's going to get larger because I'm modifying this element. And what happens, because I'm dealing with stationing, when I modify this MODOT baseline proposed, it's going to push it out to the GPK, because that's what this feature definition does, and then it's going to push it through the DNC manager to plot the stationing. Again, it's still using the old SS2 DNC manager for stationing and tick marks. And so I'm going to start up the tool one more time, and again it says locate element, so I'm going to locate the element, and it's going to ask where do I want to start, have my start position, and typically at MODOT we do that at the beginning of the chain. And now it's asking for our start station. Now I could use 0 plus 0, 0, or I could use something else, say for example 10 plus 0, 0. I'm going to enter that, and when I enter that, you can see the stationing did update. Okay. Now I was wrong about the size of these tick marks. This is 100 scale stationing, so what I'm going to do, just to show you this, I'm going to switch it down to 50, and when I switch it to 50, nothing happens. But if I would change the stationing of this alignment, and to do that now, you can just click on the alignment. Now, one thing you cannot do is use this tool once again. Once you use this tool once on a horizontal linear element, it's not going to let you. You can see that how it's giving you the little does not apply to this alignment little image there. And so all you have to do once a stationing is applied, you just have to click on the element and say I want to move that back to 0 plus 0, 0. You can see when I change it that the stationing gets smaller, the stationing and tick marks. Again, it's anytime you modify this alignment, because it's a MODOT baseline proposed, it's going to again export it out to a GPK, bring it through the DNC manager, and replot the stationing and tick marks. I'm going to put that back to 100. For my next step, I'm going to do the second part of this tool, which is add station equation. Add station equation. And so to do that, we're going to use the next icon over, add station equation. And it says locate the element, so I'm going to locate the element. Now it's asking for where do I want to apply this back station. I'm going to do it at 6 plus 50. And I'm going to accept that. And now it's asking, well, what is the ahead station? And I'll make that 3 plus 25. I'm going to enter that, and as soon as I do that, you can see that the stationing tick marks get larger based on that 100 scale. And it applies this stationing equation there. Again, the station back is 6 plus 50, station ahead is 3 plus 25. Okay, the next tool is create a civil ruled feature. And what we have here are just some Microstation arcs and a Microstation line, and what we can do is we can apply rules to those items. So I'm going to click on that. And it also it's saying, hey, if you're done, reset to complete. Well, I'm going to do this one as well. Now I'll reset to complete, and Because I had geometry scratch as my feature definition, it applied that feature definition as well. I'm going to hit F4 to get out of the tool. If I click on the element, you can see it. They are rule-based now, and so you can change those items if you want. Say I want to change it to 600, it changes the radius. If I want to change this, I can move it around, adjust the values, but again, they are rule-based now. Okay, the last tool is the copy element, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just verify that we only have one element out here, one there, and one there. Okay, so to use this copy tool, all you have to do is locate the element. I'm going to locate that, identify that element. I'm also going to do this element as well. I'm going to reset the complete, and now you have to accept the copy by left clicking. And so now if I go back to my element selection tool, I have two elements there, and I should have two elements here as well, and I do. So that's all there is to copying an element. Again, you have to identify it, reset the complete, and then accept it with a left click.